call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and you're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now on first down from the 30. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Seminoles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Seminoles will punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He's in open space downfield. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He's got him. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He caught it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Searching forward on the sneak.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Frazier. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Duck. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The RPO, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Red pass, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Man, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and then don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
After that last completion, it's second down. The give to the tailback. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the run, it's Frazier. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneaking. There's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers in this round.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. But you see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Caught near the sticks, it's Robinson. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Pittman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. The snap sets up to throw. The screen, and watch out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Davis. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Close to midfield, 4th down. I think most coaches in college football say that's a green zone now.
Has to be, because there's really not that much to gain by kicking it away.
No, because you kick it in the end zone, they take it out to the 20. You're only picking up how many yards. They can return it, so I know if I run a play, I've got a really good chance to get it. So stay aggressive, offensive coaches.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, you throw a hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And the Knowles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, baby.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle from us.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Castellanos. That's reeled in, it's McCoy. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. With the catch, it's Thomas.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
On the ground, it's Frazier. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
The Knowles will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Finds the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Castellanos. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the big fella. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield very late in the half. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's Davis. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way behind. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the handoff. Spins away from the defender. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
And the Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell. When he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Under fire. Looking left. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Give to the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
And the Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Beck's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1 yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to him on the ground. Fights off a defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Sets up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's White. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Rush is on him. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Now on first down from the 28. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Spins away from the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Creates a little room.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Noles decide to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. They go to the wide receiver screen. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They'll run it from the gun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. An 84-yard drive there, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Knowles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's White. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Makes a man miss. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
From the gun, running back on the move. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Dogs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wideout. Off the boot, looking for his man. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands. It's Branch. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the first down, or we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He makes a catch. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. With the catch, it's Robinson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's White. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Georgia 62, Florida State 17.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.